Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. I think it was about time for this person who really said certain things that I would say a decent person would not support. And that is this transgender military spokesperson that somehow got a job in the Ukrainian territorial defense how should I put it, department. And I'm talking about this particular person right here on the left. If you remember, this person made some stupid comments, dangerous, I would say, because this person meant those comments. And what's strange is that when they got caught, then they immediately said, oh, you know what, yeah, we don't support that kind of thing. Well, let's see what happened. So if you remember this person's name is Sarah Ashton Kirillo, and one of the videos or, I don't know, speeches that this person delivered in the name of the Ukrainian Territorial Defense Forces said that promised to hunt down all the Russian propagandists around the world. Let me read you the exact quote. So, Ukraine suspends death threat transgender military spokesperson Sarah Ashton Kirillo's promise to quote-unquote hunt down Russian quote-unquote propagandists caused outrage among US conservatives. I don't think it should, these statements should cause outrage only among US conservatives, but among people in general. For the reason why a propagandist is something subjective, or if it's not subjective, I can think of many propagandists here in the United States of America that, according to Cirillo, should be hunted down or something. Is that this person's, I don't know, thoughts? What if she or he, whatever this person is, considers me a propagandist? What if I am a propagandist? Do I deserve to be dead? Like, what's her name, Daria Dugina? The Russian propagandist, or the guy who was blown up in that cafe in St. Petersburg, the blogger, the Russian blogger, propagandist. Is this the way this person rolls? What if someone considers this person right there a propagandist? Should they do what this person thinks it should be done to the propagandists around the world? Of course not. So, the Ukrainian Territorial Defense Forces has fired its transgender American spokesperson for threatening a wave of assassinations against Kremlin's propagandists, end quote, around the world. How did this person get that job? Anyway, Sarah Ashton Kirillo's dramatic threat drew the attention of U.S. Senator J.D. Vance, who asked the administration of President Joe Biden to explain if it was funding this content. And I'm quoting, the statements of Junior Sergeant Ashton Kirillo in recent days were not approved by the command of the Territorial Defense Forces or the command of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, end quote. The Ukrainian Territorial Defense Forces said in a post on X, formerly Twitter, on Wednesday, today, Sergeant Sarah Ashton Kirillo will be suspended immediately, end quote. The statement continued and adding that an official investigation would be launched into Ashton Kirillo's conduct. Do you know when this person made those comments? Today is the 20th. Let me show you when that person made these comments. Here it is on top. I made this video on the 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th, 20th. It took them 6 days to be notified to make this person go. That means if someone did not notify the Ukrainians about that, they would have been okay. Kiev trans spokesperson vows to hunt down all Russian propagandists. On the 14th, I made that video on the statement that person made. So it's like someone says something stupid and the company does not care about it, unless someone from outside comes and says, hey, company, this is what your employee, your spokesperson said. Oh, really? Oh, let's suspend it. So that means, do you think that this person, Sarah, was not monitored? Do you think that the Ukrainians, the guys in charge of Sarah, did not know and approve of what Sarah was saying? Do you think that Sarah just showed up at work and said, camera rolling, hunt them down, pam pam pam, some pam some? Do you think that's the way she did? I don't think so. I think Sarah followed a certain kind of schedule. Whatever was supposed to say, people agreed or disagree, cut, edited. That's how it's done. And if it's not, that means those guys were bad as well. And let's say Sarah said something stupid, as she did. Let's say, okay, do you think that nobody heard that? Nobody was told, wait, did you hear what Sarah said? If someone says something like this and nobody gives a fuss, that means they agree with it. It's nothing extraordinary. Oh, so what? Do I need to say anything about it? Pfft, no. Therefore, it tells me that the people in charge or around Sarah did not find that any problematic at all. At all. And they just fired or whatever they did to this person only after, what was that? What they say they did? Suspended. It's just suspended, not fired. Suspended. So they did that only after someone said something about it. After 6 days. 6 days, my friends. Well, that's Ukraine for you, my dear Ukrainians. That's the road the European Union and the Americans want to get you. That's the new culture, which is fine as long as you want it, but you should have a say. You should have a say in that, like we have here in America. Yeah, the same garbage, my friends. So, again, nobody said anything about it for 6 days. Sarah should have been fired, maybe, unless these guys did not agree with it. I mean, if these guys agreed with it, why do you fire her? You agreed for 6 days. Why did you suspend Sarah? You either let Sarah go and say, well, no, we are backing Sarah's statements whatsoever. It seems like you did for 6 days. Only when those guys across the Atlantic came and say, what's going on here? Sarah, just keep quiet for a while. You're going to be back in business somewhere else. Well, that tells you a certain kind of mentality over there. Maybe they agree with what Sarah said, and I think they did, because for 6 days, they didn't say shit. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.